Hello, and welcome to Self. Self is a 501c3 nonprofit organization supporting men's emotional wellness. My name is Courtney Brame. I'm the founder, creator, yoga instructor here. I consider myself to be a yoga-informed emotional wellness practitioner, if you will. I have 500 hours registered training hours as a yoga instructor, which I don't really like to necessarily teach a yoga class in the traditional sense of here's where to put your hands, here's where to put your feet, get in this posture, and then like transition. Like I don't want yoga to feel like a workout for y'all. So this is men's emotional wellness, and I know for myself, like even getting into yoga, I thought that it was Pilates. I thought that I was going in for a stretch, and then what I see is a bunch of women, typically white women, smaller women. Nobody looks like me. These people were just doing Pilates, right? And that's not what it was. Like I went in there to stretch, and before I knew it, I was good at one thing. I was good at balancing. I was strong. I was challenging myself. And then I learned that we were doing different ways of breathing, and I got into breathing differently. And then I learned about meditation when we got to that resting point and the importance of stillness. And then the philosophy was introduced to me. So in these very slow steps, I really got to understand and have integrated into my being what the value of yoga was, right? So I want to bring yoga here in a way that is introductory, in a way that introduces men, especially, to not just yoga in the sense of, stretching, but also what it means for you holistically, in the sense of being able to breathe and use this as a tool for restoring your baseline of your emotional, wherever you are, your emotional baseline, if you will, right? It took me personally so long to get to a place of understanding the importance of emotional wellness, and then to see, like, even if you go and Google emotional wellness, you might see Self come up, but there's nothing for men when we talk about emotional wellness, right? Like everybody's talking about being emotionally intelligent, or they're talking about the importance of mental health, but the reality is that the emotions component is underlying all communication, and we're asked to communicate about our feelings, our thoughts, and we don't really have language for that. We can tell you if we're sad, we can tell you if we're mad. That's probably the extent of it, right? So what I'm hoping to accomplish with this yoga series, I'm going to be speaking from the book Letting Go by David R. Hawkins. And this is how I like to teach my classes, in a very yin style. If you have a yoga mat, or even if you have a place on the ground, you can throw a blanket down, you can put some pillows from your couch or your bed underneath you. This is going to be restorative style. So as we go through these yoga classes, I want you to think about restoration, think about relaxation, right? Calming the mind. We can be all over the place and not be present in our mind, thinking about what needs to get done, what we haven't done, what we should be doing. But no, fuck that. Like, this is for you, right? So as you watch these videos, like this being the first, the introductory one, and I know I'm kind of rambling a little bit, but I want to make sure to set the expectation of what to expect from these yoga classes. I want you to understand that we're going to sit in poses for an extended period of time. The style is going to be much more yin, but I'm also going to speak to you. I'm going to talk to you about the mechanisms of the anatomy of emotions and the mechanism of letting go of emotions, right? So, for example, you had a bad day at work, somebody upset you, you're pissed off, you're mad, you know that you're mad, you get home, you're still mad, and let's say you decide to play the class on anger, right? So you watch that class on yoga and anger, and then you listen to it, and then you begin to explore what that anger actually is, and you learn that it's actually a symptom of fear. What are you scared of? Now what we can do is feel the emotion, experience it, so that it can let itself go. And I'll introduce the mechanism of letting go, but I thought it was really important for me to first off introduce myself, set the expectation of what these classes are going to look like. It's going to be a series of 20 classes for the Letting Go series. And then I want to do this for other books. Like, I'm really big on self-help. I'm big on emotional well-being, especially for men, especially as a man. I myself am a straight heterosexual Black man. I'm 35 years old. I'll be 36 in November 2024. And I don't see myself reflected in a lot of the spaces I'm in. Even in my yoga teacher training, my 200 hour, I was the only Black man there. My 300 hour, I was the only man and Black man there. And I'm in yoga therapy training right now, and I'm the only Black person, Black man here. So I want to take what I'm getting out of those spaces and bring it to you to make it more psychologically accessible, so that we can really get a grasp on not just emotions, but also understanding them, right? Like our own emotions. So much of the content on the internet for men is telling us what to do, but who's asking us what we want to do? And that's really nobody else's responsibility but our own. So what I'm offering here through Self Yoga is the opportunity to explore that, to be curious, right? To calm and quiet the noise of everything that might be happening around us, so that we can more so ground ourselves in what belongs to us, all right? So that's what you can expect out of this. 20 classes. I'll have them all here. I want them to be accessible to everybody. I ask that you, if you get something out of this, please donate. Please share the resource. Please join the newsletter. This is just one of the offerings that I can contribute through Self that was super helpful to me in my own journey of developing the superpower that I have now, that is my own emotional intelligence. So I really hope that y'all enjoy this. I want y'all here. This is not a safe space. If you are somebody who calls yourself a man, you identify as a man, I'm gonna treat you like a man, all right? And that's what this space is for. This is an intentional space for men. Only difference that I would say between here and a lot of other spaces is that I'm more curious. I'm gonna ask you questions. I'm gonna challenge you. I'm not gonna tell you what you need to be doing. You're gonna tell me what you need to be doing, right? And we're gonna use the experiences that you have, and I'm gonna speak to those things in a curious and explorative and self-reflective way that hopefully offers a framework for you to be able to do this for yourself, all right? So thank you. I hope that you check out the next videos, listen to these, watch these in sequence. And yeah, you're here early, so Self is new, and I'm fucking hyped to be creating this, man. Like I'm getting like electricity running through like my nervous system between my neck down to my shoulders. I'm pumped to be bringing this to y'all. I'm pumped I got 5 awesome Black men that I've had really long-term friendships, connections with, who are supporting me in this, man. And I'm happy to bring this to y'all. All right, so this ain't gonna be what you expect. I'm a very unconventional yoga instructor, if you even want to call me that. Like, I just like to use the word practitioner because I'm learning things and I'm practicing what I'm learning, and I'm doing it in a way that is hopefully informative and educational to y'all, all right? So again, my name is Courtney Brame. I'm the founder, executive director, the yoga-informed emotional wellness practitioner of Self, the podcast. I'm creating new content, podcast episodes for that is tailored to men's emotional wellness. And yeah, that's we here, all right? So stay tuned.